Hi guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at Slam Dunk 2025, as it is a back, ladies and gentlemen. And Patty and Ben join me right now. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
This is very nice. Lovely to see you guys back.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, before we get into this weekend, because, you know, home turf, Slam Dunk at this point, just a couple of gigs this week. Brighton, first off. Tell me about that. Looked outrageous, the footage I've seen. So much fun, right?
It was. Outrageous is exactly the right adjective.
Yeah, chaos. I mean, I cried before we'd even played a single chord, just from walking on and just the atmosphere and the excitement in the room. And yeah, it was. It just divulged into chaos.
Yeah.
So it was really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah, it looked amazing, and I love the fact that I mean, setlist spoilers and all that. Let's just do it. Why not? Obviously, playing the album in full, but like, tell me about the choices for the other songs that are going in there. No Way Out. Love seeing that in the setlist.
Yeah,
Always love
that
seeing
was
that
fun.
in the setlist. Yeah.
I think for us, I was super inspired by seeing like the Fall Out Boy tour and them changing it up every day and trying to just do a bit more from each era. And I think towards the end of when we were first around, we were a bit miserable about playing a lot of our old stuff. Me especially. I was a bit of a misery guts about that. And now I see a lot of people on the internet being like, "Our bands just get over it. Just play the songs that the fans want to hear." So that's kind of what we're doing. We're trying to mix up the classics and the deep cuts, and yeah, it's fun to vary it up every day.
Yeah, definitely. And then, well, obviously after those couple of gigs, you did Banquet Records and stuff as well, which is always fun to see bands in there. Here we are then, Slam Dunk. I mean, this was, as we've discussed before, this was kind of always part of the plan, right? It had to be Slam Dunk. It had to be. This was going to be the first big show back because it has been such an important festival to you guys over the years, right?
Yeah, and we've been coming to Slam Dunk before we were performing here. I mean, we just adore this festival, the scene. I think the first year that we came here, we saw the starting line who are playing today.
We did. We drove up in your tiny little blue car in 2011 or something, and you know, when it was still at the uni.
Oh yes,
right
back in the days, man. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, probably like 20% of the capacity that it is today.
God.
Yeah. But I've been saying on stage, like, you know, just we hadn't seen each other in a while. We haven't seen folks like yourself in a while. We hadn't seen our fans in a while, and the shows just sort of felt like a family reunion. So like, what better place to host a family reunion than Slam Dunk? There's nowhere better.
Tell me about that first moment going on stage though, because that's got to have felt so special in Brighton, a place that means a lot to you. All those fans said it's got to have been an emotional moment going on there for the first time in a while.
It really was. I was joking with you earlier that I don't think there was a single person from Brighton in that room. Like, people
North America, Australia, Asia.
Like, honestly, people had come from all over for it, and yeah, it was just really overwhelming to, like, I don't know, see that people still cared that much about the band, especially in a world that moves so fast now with social media and, you know, people's attention spans, and can be the world is a bit more fickle. So, you know, not a lot of bands have the luxury of just disappearing for a few years and coming back and people still caring like this. So we're really grateful for it.
It's really, really special. I'll tell you what, if anyone from the Brighton Tourism Board is watching this, look what they just did, guys. Come on, hook them up.
That's right.
This is good, bringing the world to Brighton. Just like I did with Noah earlier, let's talk about the thing we weren't allowed to talk about for a very long time and can finally talk about. Thank you so much for doing that 21 Pilots cover for us.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for people to hear the full thing.
Same here.
Yeah, let's start with that. Tell me about the approach, because you have been faithful in some ways to very much the meaning of the song, obviously, but you have managed to put your own little spin on it. I really, really think people are going to enjoy.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we tried to find a happy medium where we took it somewhere new, but really tried to like honor like the vibe, the message of the song. As far as the message, I mean, we've sort of explored that really dark headspace before, and yeah, it was fun to just get in there with that song. It's a song that I've always loved. One of my favorites on that record. So it was cool to just try to add like what we might bring to. I mean, it's a nearly perfect song, so what can you do? But I mean, we tried. So yeah, we made it ours, and really psyched on it.
Yeah. So it come out great. Yeah,
it's almost more nerve-wracking doing one of the like deep cuts than it is one of the big singles, because I think when we've done covers for you before, they've been like The Only Exception or Drown or like these big songs that, and to do a deeper cut where it's like, oh, this song is going to mean like a lot to a lot of people in like a really special way.
Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, don't get it wrong. But no, we're really excited for people to hear it.
Yeah,
So
you took that care and attention, and it's definitely appreciated. I think it works really, really nicely. And lovely to see. I think you guys have been great as well this week when the internet went on fire and insane about this in the best possible way. You guys have done a really good job of being like, hey, in case you've never heard of us, we're As It Is. You need to go check out our stuff. It's really nice though to see like the amount of kids who've been getting stuck in, and like, I mean, our whole aim for this was like hoping some kids will maybe find another favorite band when they go through this. And I think you're embracing
my
that.
favorite thing of that is these people being like, oh, these new bands, and I'm like, our first album came out the same year as Blurryface. We've been around 10 years plus too. We're not that new, but yeah, it's cool that you're discovering us. Like, yeah.
Take the win for being called
Exactly,
useful, all right?
yeah.
We'll take the win. It's all good. Hours in Action have set down the gauntlet as well. They say they want to play it live. I mean,
Sick.
You guys have got a million songs in your set list and playing with lots of old deep cuts. Is it something you would ever consider throwing in a cover like that live?
Truly, yeah, actually,
wow.
yeah. We've talked about maybe exploring covers, performing them live and things.
We did
yeah.
do the Postal Service cover live for quite a
Oh,
while.
so you did,
We did
yes.
Such Great Heights live, but that's really the only cover we've ever done live. So maybe, depending on how the response is.
I think it would go off though.
I think it would go off. It fits very, like I say, the vibe you've gone with it fits very well with your existing materials. So I think it's going to be interesting. Let's look to the future. News is out there. The tour is happening.
The tour is
If you're
happening.
not here this weekend, first of all, where are you? But also you will get to go and see these gents on tour later in the year and taking out RTO as well, which is a lovely
we are.
pairing, lovely pairing. You gotta be excited to finally be hitting the road again like that.
Oh,
though.
I honestly can't wait. We've had these dates booked for quite a while, but obviously with the nature of Slam Dunk, we've had to keep them a secret for quite a while. And yeah, it's been so fun to play the album. So it's nice that people that couldn't be there this weekend will get another chance to see it this year. And yeah, it's going to be a great show.
You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we've performed at the Electric Ballroom before.
We've never played it.
I've seen a lot of shows there. Over the years. And it's just never happened for us for some reason. So
we
to
kind
show
of-
up and headline is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we kind of skipped Electric Ballroom the first time around because we did on Never Happy, we did like 2 Underworlds, and then we went straight to Coco, and then Forum, yeah. So we kind of skipped Ballroom, so it's nice to go back and do a venue that means a lot to us. Again, I remember going and seeing like bands like 4 Year Strong and all these bands we grew up with, like at the Ballroom with you, again before As It Is was even like really a thing. So yeah, it's nice to go and play somewhere new and do something new and fun and stuff.
No, it's exciting. It's what it's all about, doing new fun things again. I like to see it. And speaking of that, I don't know how much you want to talk about what the future holds for As It Is, but of course, playing this album in full, that's fantastic. You guys seem in the most comfortable place you've been in for a long time. We know you're here for the duration, so have you thought, how far ahead are you thinking? Let's word it like that.
Well, we've been saying it on stage, like we're back and we're here forever. So we'll find something to do.
We'll leave that one at that. That's a good tease. We like that. Hey, it's been a while since we've done this, but let's do the standard festival question. We do it every festival. Here we go.
Yes, please.
So,
Cool.
big lineup here at Slam Dunk. Anyone on that lineup you have not toured with, you have not worked with before, where you think that's a tour we've got to do, that's a collab we've got to do?
We would never say no to the starting line. Or Finch, or Homegrown, Newfound, just any of the drive-through bands who are playing today. But the Used.
Big drive-through day today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But the Used are a huge influence on us. That would be an incredible tour that we'd love to do.
It's funny, we just watched Lake Malice, and we were like, oh, that is sick. Like, and we always love a mixed bill.
Yes.
So even though we're like not necessarily that heavy, I was like, oh, I know Alice and Blake, but they were so good, and would love to do something with them as well. Just to throw out a newer band as well as the all the old classics that we love.
I mean, this is the thing, given the nature of the projects you've been doing the last couple of years, I could ask you that question at many festivals. You're going to have to whittle down from the people you haven't collaborated with in the best possible way.
Right.
I love it. I love all those features on the album. Guys, have the best weekend. It's so lovely to see you guys back. It really, really is. And yeah, looking forward to seeing whatever's next, all right?
You too. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
We will try our best, for sure.
Are you going to get to watch any bands?
I mean, eventually, when we get out of this press tent, kids, this is why we do Leeds as well tomorrow, to
There
watch
you
some
go.
bands. That's what
Good.
we like. All right, As It Is, everybody.